Alright, the reason I'm making this video is all because Belichick's old ass had to talk some shit about the terrible towels on Inside the NFL yesterday morning as I was getting ready to watch some football. And and during and right before that, he was breaking down film on how our defense can get after the quarterback and all that, and what the Colts game plan should be against us, right? And the Colts beat us, but yeah. So Belichick, listen here, you old fucking hag. I want to make something very clear with you. You are the most overrated coach, not just most overrated head coach, but you're the most overrated coach in NFL history. You did a god awful job with the Browns during the early to mid '90s. Hence why they would eventually, cancel their franchise down and move it to Baltimore. That's how fucking awful you was when you was the head coach of the Browns. And then, and the only reason you won rings in New England was because of Brady, one, and the other reason was because of your cheating. Because the 2001 AFC Championship game, you sent one of your head coaches into our locker room. You snuck one of them in our locker room to steal our handwritten diagrams and defensive signals, as well as the 2004 AFC Championship. You illegally filmed us, aka Spygate. And not to mention, one of your fans pulled our hotel alarm at 3 a.m. right before the 2016-17 AFC Championship game there. And how can we forget the most infamous of them all, Jesse James's touchdown being reversed. But yeah. And you got exposed for the fraud that you are once Brady left you for Tampa. You allowed the first perfect offensive game in NFL history in the wild card round against Buffalo when you got murdered by them 47-17, allowing a touchdown on every single drive except for the fourth quarter, kneel downs when the Bills ran the clock out. But yeah, look, if it wasn't for those two things, if it wasn't for Brady and cheating, Belichick, you would be nothing. You with your old cheating ass. Now the picture here with this girl and that guy, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But you are the most overrated coach in NFL history, and that's why I don't respect you. Okay, you was a great defensive coordinator, sure. But even then, even during your years as a defensive coordinator, you had Bill Parcells to learn under. Had it not been for him, your defensive coordinator years probably wouldn't have been nothing either. Your career is a lie and one of the biggest frauds, if not the biggest fraud in all of sports history. Not just that, but all things illustrated, as I've been saying about you for the past couple of years. Or maybe I should even say the past several years, as a matter of fact. Patriot fans know it, and that's why a lot of your former players have called you the fuck out on it. Your ego destroyed the Patriot dynasty. And that's what has led to what will now lead to long-term suffering for the new generations of Patriot fans to come. I mean, not that I feel sorry for them, but you get the point. You get the point, you old hag, you bitch, you about to be on an ICU bed and oxygen tank because of old age ass. But And then of course, when Brady left, not only did your dynasty end, but the Bills and Dolphins, they started to own you. And even then, they're still going to own the Patriots for years and years to come. You got spanked by Josh Allen towards the end of your career. You started getting spanked by Tua towards the end of your career. The only team in your division that you could even beat at all was the Jets. Even then, they went into Foxborough and smacked your ass in retirement. Like, go drink some prune juice, you bitch, you. Because, like, I remember last year in September, I had to body bag both Asante Samuel and Ty Law at the same damn time. And now, exactly 1 year later, I gotta body bag this old fucking hag. But now, how about we get to this picture, shall we? So, Bill, you talk about how stupid our terrible towels are, right? What the fuck do you think you are for dating a 24-year-old girl? And your age is like, what are you, 71, 72, whatever the fuck your age is? And you're dating a woman that you're almost 50 years older than? Like, dude, when you were pushing 50, this girl was barely even born. And this is what you're dating? That basically makes you the same thing as Drake. Only difference between you and Drake is that number one, you're much older than him. Number two, you're white on both sides. Drake, on the other hand, is half black and half white, like I am. That's the only difference. You're basically Drake in his early 70s. Because you love little girls. You old fucking disgusting pig. Now, yes, I know lawfully it's not illegal, but it's fucking disgusting how you're dating a woman that you are nearly half a century older than. Like, how the fuck did this go underreported? Like, anyone with a normal brain looks at this and finds it disgusting. Because if you minus both your age and her age by like 9 to 10 years, you want to know what that makes you, Belichick? A fucking pedophile. That's what it makes you. And that's pretty much all that needs to be said here. You're a disgusting human being, you and Bob Kraft. Because remember when Bob Kraft 5 years ago, when he went down to Palm Beach, Florida, and he got caught because he wanted to fuck a young ladies like this one right here that you're dating, Belichick. Remember that? But you know, because he's the owner of the Pew-Stinkling Deflatriots, they had to tear up the evidence and move on from it. Because it would have a bad look on a supposedly great owner in Bob Kraft, even though he, much like you, Belichick, has been exposed. The coughing, I don't know if it's from my voice or me being, or how sick I feel just thinking about this shit. I mean, my God. But yeah, both you and Bob Kraft are disgusting human beings. Both of you, not only did you get, if you can get exposed for being frauds without Brady, then you should be exposed for two old men that like little girls that you're literally old enough to be the fucking grandpas of. That's what you gotta be exposed for. And prosecuted and put behind fucking bars for. But, you know, but of course Bob Kraft is a careless fucking owner who's too cheap to care for his fucking team. And not that I'm going to talk much about the game, but the Niners whooped the Patriots' ass 30-13. And it would have been pretty much the same result if you was the head coach, Bill. Now you may be you might be better than Gerard Mayo, but that doesn't say much because Gerard Mayo is a useless fucking retard that shouldn't even be an owner. Or should I say a head coach? God, I can't speak right. But you know what? Fuck this. I mean, like, why am I even bothering, speaking on a fucking pedophile like Belichick? Why? Now, yeah, lawfully he may not be a pedophile, but we can all agree that a 72-year-old dating a 24-year-old is beyond disgusting. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Fuck Belichick. I'm out.